Welcome to our microlearning channel. In today's video, we will share on the UN SDGs. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, are a set of 17 interconnected global goals adopted by all UN member states in 2015. These goals represent a call to action for all countries, both developed and developing, to promote prosperity while also protecting the planet. The SDGs cover a wide range of critical issues, from ending poverty and hunger, to ensuring access to quality education and healthcare, to combating climate change and promoting sustainable cities and communities. They provide a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity for people and the planet, now and into the future. As we discuss the SDGs today, keep in mind that these goals are deeply interconnected. Progress in one area can drive progress in others, creating a positive ripple effect. The SDGs are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure peace and prosperity for all. The 17 SDGs are interconnected. Progress on one goal can contribute to progress on others, creating a transformative impact. The SDGs aim to transform our world for the better and leave no one behind, addressing key global challenges. These ambitious goals were adopted by all UN member states in 2015 as a shared blueprint for a more sustainable future. The Millennium Development Goals were established in 2000 as a set of 8 goals focused on poverty, education, health, and other development issues. The Rio+20 conference in 2012 outlined a path towards a more comprehensive approach to sustainable development. In 2015, the UN Sustainable Development Summit adopted the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, as a global roadmap for achieving sustainable development. The SDGs emerged from the Millennium Development Goals, building on that foundation with a broader, more integrated vision for sustainability. The SDGs represent a major shift towards a more holistic, interconnected approach to global development challenges. The SDGs represent a global agenda to address pressing challenges facing the world. These 17 interconnected goals aim to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure peace and prosperity for all people. The SDGs recognize the interdependence of different areas of progress, where advancements in one goal can support achievements in others. These transformative goals seek to drive changes across economic, social, and environmental domains to create a more sustainable and equitable future. The breadth and interconnectedness of the SDGs highlight the complexity of the challenges we face, but also the potential for holistic solutions. Ending poverty in all its forms by 2030 is a critical but ambitious goal that the UN has set for the world. Poverty is not just about income. It encompasses deprivation in areas like health, education, and social protection. The key targets for Goal 1 are: eradicate extreme poverty, defined as living on less than $1.90 a day. Promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth, full employment, and decent work for all. Reduce inequality within and among countries. Achieving these targets will require action on multiple fronts, from increasing access to basic services to creating more economic opportunities for all. This is a complex challenge, but one that is essential if we are to build a more just and equitable world. The goal of ending hunger and malnutrition is crucial for ensuring all people have access to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food. Promoting sustainable agricultural practices is key to enhancing productivity and resilience, while protecting the environment. Supporting small-scale food producers by providing access to markets, technology, and financial services is essential for empowering local communities. Reducing food loss and waste throughout the supply chain, from production to consumption, can have a significant impact on improving food security. The goal of promoting good health and well-being is a critical part of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. It focuses on reducing mortality rates for mothers and children, as well as combating major diseases like HIV, malaria, and tuberculosis. Mental health and well-being are also emphasized, with a focus on access to quality healthcare services and promoting healthy lifestyles. Ultimately, the goal is to ensure healthy lives and promote overall well-being for people of all ages. The vibrant, positive imagery on this slide conveys the aspirational nature of this goal, to create a world where everyone can thrive and live healthy, fulfilling lives. Quality education is a crucial foundation for sustainable development and empowering people to reach their full potential. This goal focuses on ensuring inclusive and equitable access to quality education, promoting lifelong learning, and developing the skills and knowledge needed for a changing world. Key areas include improving access and equity, enhancing skills and knowledge, strengthening teaching and learning, and investing in infrastructure and resources. Achieving this goal will require collaborative efforts to address barriers, empower educators, and provide the necessary support and tools for effective education. Quality education unlocks opportunities, fosters innovation, and equips individuals and communities to build a more just, prosperous, and sustainable future. Goal 5 aims to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. It seeks to end all forms of discrimination against women and girls. This goal promotes equal opportunities for women and girls in education, healthcare, and economic participation. It emphasizes the importance of women's leadership and participation in decision-making processes. Access to safe and affordable drinking water is crucial. We need to protect water sources and manage water resources effectively. Providing access to adequate and equitable sanitation and hygiene facilities for all is vital for preventing disease and improving public health. Sustainable water management involves protecting and restoring water ecosystems, promoting sustainable practices, and addressing water scarcity and drought challenges. Access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy is essential for development. We need to expand energy infrastructure and promote renewable energy sources to improve energy access. Improving energy efficiency in homes, businesses, and transportation can reduce reliance on fossil fuels and lower energy costs. Transitioning to cleaner energy sources is crucial for mitigating climate change, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and promoting a sustainable future. The goal of decent work and economic growth is to create an environment where people can have fulfilling jobs that contribute to a thriving economy. By providing opportunities for decent work, we can help lift people and their families out of poverty and ensure food security. This goal also aims to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor, promoting fair wages, equal opportunities, and social protection. Creating an environment conducive to innovation and sustainable infrastructure development supports economic growth and decent work for all. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 9 focuses on building sustainable industries, fostering infrastructure development, and encouraging technological advancement. Promoting sustainable industrialization and innovation is crucial for achieving economic growth and creating decent work opportunities for all. Developing resilient infrastructure, inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and fostering innovation are key to progress and sustainable development. The goal aims to enhance scientific research and technological capabilities, supporting innovation and sustainable industrialization. This involves creating decent work opportunities and promoting inclusive and sustainable industrialization. Income inequality is a major challenge that we must address to create a fairer and more just society. Policies to promote decent work and economic growth, particularly for vulnerable groups, are crucial for tackling this issue. Ensuring equal access to essential resources like healthcare, education, and clean water is vital for reducing inequality. This requires targeted programs and investments in these areas. Promoting social inclusion by breaking down barriers based on factors like gender, race, ethnicity, and disability fosters a sense of belonging and equity for all members of society. Empowering marginalized groups involves addressing systemic inequalities and providing opportunities for education, skills development, and economic participation. This is key to creating a more equitable world. The United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 11 focuses on making cities and communities more sustainable. Sustainable cities promote economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. These are key pillars of this goal. The goal emphasizes building resilient infrastructure, promoting sustainable transportation, and providing access to safe and affordable housing. It also encourages the creation of inclusive and safe public spaces to promote a sense of community and well-being. Overall, the aim is to make urban areas more livable, equitable, and environmentally responsible. The goal of responsible consumption and production is to shift towards more sustainable patterns of consumption and production that minimize environmental impact and promote social equity. Sustainable consumption involves using products and services that meet our basic needs while minimizing resource use and waste generation. Sustainable production focuses on adopting methods that reduce environmental damage, enhance resource efficiency, and promote social responsibility. This includes minimizing pollution, reducing waste, and adopting circular economy principles. Both sustainable consumption and production are crucial for transitioning to a more sustainable future and achieving the broader Sustainable Development Goals. The goal of climate action is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and build resilience to climate change impacts. This involves transitioning to cleaner energy sources and promoting sustainable practices to mitigate climate change. It also emphasizes adapting to the inevitable impacts of climate change, like rising sea levels and extreme weather, through resilient infrastructure and sustainable land management. Addressing climate change requires international cooperation, including sharing knowledge and providing financial assistance to developing countries. The oceans are essential to life on our planet, and Goal 14 focuses on protecting and managing them sustainably. Oceans are home to incredible biodiversity that we must safeguard for future generations. This delicate ecosystem is under threat and needs our care. Pollution, particularly from plastics, is a major threat to marine life. Reducing this pollution is crucial for the health of our oceans. Sustainable fishing practices are vital to prevent overfishing and protect fish stocks for the long term. We must ensure the oceans can continue to provide food and livelihoods. Together, these four key areas, conserving oceans, protecting marine biodiversity, addressing pollution, and promoting sustainable fisheries, are the focus of Goal 14 and critical for the future of our blue planet. Goal 15 focuses on protecting and restoring terrestrial ecosystems like forests, mountains, and grasslands. These ecosystems provide vital services for human well-being, including clean air and water, food security, and biodiversity. The goal also emphasizes the importance of promoting sustainable land use practices. This includes reducing deforestation, combating desertification, and supporting sustainable agriculture, forestry, and urban planning. The aim is to minimize the environmental impact of human activities on these critical natural systems. This slide introduces Goal 16 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which focuses on peace, justice, and strong institutions. It highlights four key aspects of this goal: ensuring fair and equal access to justice for all through strengthening institutions and the rule of law, reducing violence and promoting peaceful coexistence by fostering inclusive and equitable societies, building accountable, responsive, and inclusive institutions at all levels through participatory governance, promoting transparency and accountability in public and private institutions to reduce corruption and build trust. These are all critical elements for achieving sustainable development and creating a more just and peaceful world. Effective partnerships across different sectors are crucial for achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Collaboration enables shared resources, knowledge, and expertise for a more impactful approach. A government, business, and civil society all play a vital role in driving the SDGs. Their collaboration ensures a holistic and multifaceted approach. Partnerships should be inclusive and equitable, ensuring marginalized communities have a voice in shaping a sustainable future. Global collaboration is essential to overcome global challenges. Partnerships facilitate knowledge sharing, technology transfer, and financial resources for shared prosperity. Implementing the SDGs requires a multi-stakeholder approach involving governments, international cooperation, businesses, civil society, and individual action. Governments play a crucial role in setting and implementing policies to achieve the SDGs. This includes developing national strategies, allocating resources, and creating enabling environments. International cooperation is essential, especially for developing countries, to share knowledge, mobilize resources, and coordinate efforts across borders. Businesses are key players in implementing the SDGs through sustainable practices, responsible operations, and innovative solutions. Civil society organizations advocate for the SDGs, monitor progress, and support communities in achieving the goals. Ultimately, individual actions and choices, such as sustainable consumption and lifestyle changes, can also contribute significantly to the realization of the SDGs. A comprehensive, collaborative approach among all these stakeholders is necessary to create a sustainable future for all. The image on this slide represents the challenges and obstacles we face in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The wall with cracks and holes symbolizes the barriers and difficulties that stand in our way, preventing us from fully reaching the bright light of the SDGs. One key challenge is the lack of political will from some governments. They may not prioritize sustainable development or lack the resources to implement effective policies. Another obstacle is financial constraints, especially in developing countries, where securing the massive funding needed to achieve the SDGs can be extremely challenging. Inequality and discrimination, such as disparities in income, gender, and other factors, can also hinder progress towards the SDGs, particularly for marginalized groups. Technological limitations, including the high costs and need for significant innovation to develop and deploy sustainable technologies, pose another significant challenge. Measuring progress towards these goals is crucial for ensuring accountability and driving effective action. Various indicators and frameworks are used to track progress across the different dimensions of the SDGs, such as poverty, health, education, and climate change. Regular monitoring and reporting on these indicators provide valuable insights into what has been achieved, what challenges remain, and where more work is needed. Robust data collection, analysis, and dissemination are essential for evidence-based decision-making and policy adjustments to support the achievement of the SDGs. By closely tracking progress, we can identify areas of success and areas that require more attention and resources. Governments play a vital role in setting national policies, regulations, and allocating resources to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Governments must invest in infrastructure, research, and development to support sustainable development, mobilizing financial resources and attracting private sector investment. Governments can educate citizens about the SDGs, promote sustainable practices, and foster a culture of environmental responsibility. Governments are essential in fostering collaboration among nations to address global challenges, share knowledge, and promote sustainable solutions. Businesses play a crucial role in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, through their practices and operations. By adopting sustainable practices, businesses can reduce their environmental footprint and contribute to environmental protection. Ensuring ethical sourcing and responsible supply chains can help businesses contribute to the reduction of poverty and inequality. Investing in innovative technologies and solutions can drive progress in addressing global challenges. Collaboration between businesses, governments, NGOs, and other stakeholders is key to implementing the SDGs effectively. Civil society organizations, CSOs, are critical advocates for the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, raising awareness and holding governments and businesses accountable. CSOs work directly with communities, mobilizing local resources and expertise to implement sustainable solutions and provide a platform for community voices. CSOs are essential partners in achieving the SDGs, collaborating with governments, businesses, and other stakeholders to develop and implement innovative solutions. CSOs play a vital role in monitoring progress towards the SDGs, collecting data, tracking trends, and providing independent assessments to ensure accountability. Individuals can make a real difference in sustainable development through their everyday choices and actions. Simple things like reducing consumption, recycling, and using energy-efficient appliances can have a significant impact. We can also spread awareness about the Sustainable Development Goals by engaging in conversations, supporting organizations, and advocating for policy changes. Getting involved in local initiatives and volunteering for organizations working towards sustainable development is another impactful way to contribute. When making purchases, we should consider the environmental and social impact and choose products from companies committed to sustainable practices. Each of us has the power to drive progress towards the SDGs through our individual choices and involvement in our communities. The Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a crucial global framework for addressing pressing social, economic, and environmental challenges. Achieving the SDGs will require significant funding from a variety of sources, including public, private, and philanthropic sectors. Public funding from international organizations and national governments is a key component. Private funding from businesses, investors, and financial institutions also plays an important role. Philanthropic funding from foundations and nonprofit organizations is another important source. Innovative financing mechanisms like green bonds and impact investing are also being explored to help fund the SDGs. Securing sufficient and diverse funding is essential for the successful implementation of the SDGs worldwide. Achieving the SDGs by 2030 will require collective action and collaboration between governments, businesses, civil society, and individuals around the world. Significant financial resources are needed to support SDG initiatives, both domestically and internationally. Sustainable investments will be crucial. A regular tracking and evaluation of progress are essential to ensure we stay on track and identify areas that need more attention or improvement. Leveraging technology and innovation can help accelerate our progress towards achieving the SDGs. We must harness the power of new tools and solutions. Strong political commitment and leadership at all levels will be crucial for driving change, mobilizing resources, and keeping the SDGs a top priority. The SDGs represent a collective responsibility that requires collaboration between governments, businesses, and individuals to achieve. By embracing the SDGs, we have the opportunity to create a more equitable, prosperous, and sustainable future for generations to come. The challenges we face are interconnected, so we must act together to address them. United, we can make a meaningful difference. Each of us has a role to play in working towards the SDGs. I encourage everyone here to consider how you can contribute to this shared vision for a better world.